Hello. So welcome to the second lecture of metallurgy. Clear? I hope you have seen the first video. In the first video I have explained the certain terminology related to that chapter like mineral, ore, then we have seen the gangue or matrix, then we have seen the what do you mean by metallurgy process. Clear? So that definitions are very important, it will be asked in the exam. So today see something I have written, don't write down just now. When I ask you to write down, you just know, then you write down. Clear? You will feel a bit clumsy, but I will explain each and every term. Okay? So now my next topic for today's class is steps involved in metallurgy. So you can write down this portion, that is the steps involved in the metallurgy. So last class we have seen what do you mean metallurgy? So metallurgy was the process to obtain the pure metal. So metallurgy was the process to obtain the pure metal from where? From the ore. So I told you there are certain steps are involved, okay, like technical steps like chemical method or industrial method, that steps are involved in that to obtain the pure metal from the ore. It's not like that from a single step only you can obtain the metal from the ore. There are number of methods are involved, the number of chemical methods, number of industrial method, electrolysis process, many processes are involved to obtain the pure metal from its ore. So today we are seeing this. So the question is, what are the steps involved in the metallurgy? So totally there are 3 steps: concentration of ore, isolation of metal and purification. So there are 3 steps. What the 3 steps are there? Concentration of ore, isolation of metal and purification. Means first you have to clean the ore. You have to clean the ore. You have to remove the gangue, dissolved gangue, undissolved gangue, you have to remove it. So that is known as what? Concentration of ore. Next is isolation of metal. Isolation of metal means to obtain the metal from the ore. So there are number of steps are involved, like leaching process will be there, then blast furnace will come for the iron, then copper metallurgy will be there. Okay, so there are number of processes are involved for different metal. As the metal get differ, this process also get differ. Okay, so there are different methods for different metal to obtain the metal from the ore. So first step is what? Concentration of ore. Second step is isolation of metal. So in this step you will obtain the metal, but that metal will not be pure metal. So you have to purify the metal also. So last step is purification, and I know that you are very well versed with the purification. Remembering the purification we have done in the electrochemistry also, that impure was acting as an anode and pure was acting as a cathode. So at anode oxidation occur and at cathode reduction occur. So that method can be used for certain metal. Okay, at each and every time in purification same method will not be used, that is electrolysis process. Some of the metal can be used, like copper is there or zinc is there. Which is method will come, I will tell in the future class. So here the first question for 2 marks. This question is very important, and the question is, what is the steps involved in the metallurgy? So you remember the shortcut, that is CIP. Okay, CIP means concentration of ore, isolation of metals from the ore, and third is purification. So write down this step now. So what are the steps involved in the metallurgy? So concentration of ore, next is isolation of metals, and third is purification. Clear? So these are the 3 steps which are involved in the metallurgy. These are the main basic 3 steps. Okay, now we will discuss first in detail about concentration of ore. Okay, so I hope you written no. So what are the steps involved in the metallurgy? So there are 3 steps of the metallurgy. First is concentration of ore, or another name for concentration of ore is also known as a benefaction of ore. So please remember, or I can give another name as benefaction of ore, or another name is also there, that is we can say like dressing of ore. Okay, so I will discuss this. So what are the steps involved in the metallurgy? So first step is concentration of ore or benefaction of ore, next is isolation of metal, and third is purification. Now we are going to study detail about the concentration of ore. So what do you mean by concentration or dressing of ore or benefaction of ore? Means the process of removal of gangue from ore is called concentration of ore. So in the first step we are doing only methods to remove the gangue, that's it. In the first step, in concentration of ore means what? Concentration of ore means to remove the impurities, and impurity here we are seeing is gangue. Okay, so what do you mean by concentration of ore? So the process of removal of a gangue from the ore is called concentration of ore or dressing of ore or benefaction of ore. Please remember this first step, no, see the students here. This first step is just to remove the impurities, but here we are not giving the name as impurity, here we are telling as a gangue. So I am telling the, what do you mean by concentration of ore? This is the process of removal of gangue from ore is called concentration of dressing of ore. So from, suppose, see one thing remember, I have a ore, yes or no? In this ore what I will have? I will have metal plus gangue, think, yes or no? Metal plus gangue I will have or not? In this ore, what I will have? I will have metal plus gangue. So what is meant by concentration of ore? The concentration of ore means it is a process of removal only gangue. So if I remove the gangue, what I will get? I will get metal, but this metal will not be pure. So that's why I am doing what? Isolation of metal. So from that, if I remove the gangue, I will get the metal. So I will isolate the metal, but that metal will not be the pure. So last step will come what? Purification. Clear? Understood the definition? So what do you mean by concentration of ore? Means the process of removal of gangue from ore is called concentration or dressing of ore. Clear now? Now there are, we have to, it is not like a one step, it depends. So on what the selection we have to do. So this is the topic, that is selection of steps. So how to select, on seeing on what basis you have to take the steps for doing the concentration of ore. The first step is physical properties of ore. Physical properties of ore. What do you mean by physical properties of ore? Means how the ore is, whether the ore is soluble, whether the ore is insoluble, whether the ore possesses magnetic properties or not, whether the ore is insoluble in water or whether the ore is soluble in some other chemicals. Yes or no? Whether the ore is sulfide ore, whether the ore is oxide ore, whether the ore is carbonate ore. So first step is what? You have to see the ore. So this question is important, that the selection of steps during concentration of ore. In that first step is what? Physical property of ore. You have to see the physical properties of ore. I told you, no? What it mean by physical property? Means solubility. You have to check it out, whether it is soluble in water or whether it is soluble in chemical. You have to see their magnetic property, whether you have to see their oxide ore or sulfide ore. So the first step is physical properties of ore. Next you have to see type of gangue. Which type of gangue is present? See, in certain type of a ore, what you are having, you know, in certain ore the gangue is magnetic. In certain ore the gangue is gangue is magnetic, but ore is non-magnetic. Ore is magnetic and gangue is non-magnetic, but in certain mineral ore is magnetic and gangue is not magnetic. So it depends on which type of gangue is there. Certain type, what happen, you know, ore will be soluble but gangue will not be soluble, but in certain ore will be insoluble but gangue will be soluble. So it depends which type of gangue is associated with the ore. So selection step, in the first step what you have to do? In the first step, physical properties of ore. You have to see the ores, which kind of ore is there, what are their physical property, soluble in water or insoluble in water, soluble in chemical, or whether they are which kind of an ore, okay, whether they are oxide ore, carbonate ore or sulfide ore. Second step comes type of gangue. So you have to see which type of gangue is there, whether the gangue is magnetic, whether the gangue is non-magnetic, whether the gangue is soluble or ore is soluble. So second step is type of gangue. Then third you have to see type of metal, same, no, whether the metal is magnetic or metal is non-magnetic, whether the metal which is present in the ore, it is soluble in the chemical or not. So you have to see the type of metal. See, as a metal differ, the process also differ. See, for if I have a iron as a metal, so you know iron is attracted towards magnet, so I can apply the magnetic method. But as if I take copper, so copper is not attracted towards magnet, so I cannot apply the magnetic method to the copper. Yes or no? So it depends on type of the metal. Next is facilities available. See, everything it is okay, but suppose if you don't have any kind of a machinery, how will you do the process? So you have to see whether machines are available or not, whether the chemicals are available or not, means the facilities is available or not here. So selection steps means comes what? The physical properties of ore, type of gangue, type of metal and facilities available. Clear this part? So what do you mean by concentration of ore? So concentration of ore, what is the definition of concentration of ore? So concentration of ore means it is a process of removal of gangue. Gangue means what? Matrix gangue, impurities from the ore. So here see ore I have, no? So see, from the, suppose this is a earth. So from this earth I am digging out what? I am digging out ore. Yes or no? So this ore will not be pure. It will not be pure. It will be what? Impure, because it contain ore plus gangue. Yes or no? For example, from earth you are digging out, no? So you cannot get pure ore. With that ore, something is attested, something is associated, and the associated portion is what? Gangue. So this first step is just to remove the gangue. You have to remove the gangue. Impurities should be removed. So if I have ore plus gangue, if I remove the gangue from the first step, what I will have? I will have ore. So from the first step, I will get what? Pure ore. I will not get metal. From this first step, I will get what? Pure ore. Then in second step, from that ore, I will obtain what? Metal. That's why it is isolation of metal. But that metal is impure, so I will do the purification. So last step is purification. Clear? See, first step is what? First step is to remove the gangue from the ore, from the earth crust. When you dig out the minerals, you will not get pure ore. You will get the ore you will get, but associated impurities you will get. Impurities, I told you, no, like you will get clay, you will get sand, you will get stones, you will get some earthy impurities, you will get remains of dead plants and animals. So these all are insoluble. Certain soluble impurities also are there within the ore. So in the first step, whatever you are sorry, in the first step, whatever you are obtaining from the earth crust, it will be like a big stones. That big stones contain ore plus impurities. So in the first step, we are just cleaning the ore. In the first step, we are cleaning the ore, means we are obtaining pure ore. So what you are removing? You are removing gangue. So this process of removing gangue from ore, it's known as a what? Concentration. So first step means what? To remove the gangue from ore. That process itself is says a what? Concentration of ore or benefaction of ore. It is very difficult to remove the gangue from the ore. It is not like that just you clean with the water, take a pipe, take a soap and just clean it. No, it's not possible. It's a very difficult process and number of steps are involved. So see students, most of the students are committing confusion. In the first step, you are cleaning the ore. In the first step, you are removing what? In the first step, you are removing the gangue from the ore. So in the first, after the completion of the first step, I will not get metal. I will get the ore, that is cleaned ore, pure ore I will get. In the second step, I will get the metal from that ore, which is cleaned ore. So in second step is what? Isolation of metal, means metal to separate it. I have to separate the metal from where? Ore. Yes or no? So in the first step, I will get pure ore. From that pure ore, I will now separate the metal. So I am doing the isolation of metal. But that metal also which I have separated, it's also not a pure. So in third step, I am coming what? Purification. Clear this part? Okay. Once more I will tell, what is the definition of concentration of ore? So a process of removal of a gangue or matrix from ore is called concentration or dressing of ore or benefaction of ore. So these three names are one and same. Clear? Next comes selection of steps. So you have to select the steps. First step depends on what? Physical properties of ore. Which type of ore is there? Then depends on type of gangue. Then depend on types of metal. And last portion to see the facilities available. See, everything is good, but if you don't have a machine means what? Yes or no? For example, you have a clothes which are dirty clothes. Okay, but you don't have a soap, then how will you clean? Means soap facility is not available. Means you have a water, but you have water, you have a bucket. Yes or no? Everything you have, but you don't have a soap, then how will you solve? Then how will you clean the cloth? Means here facilities available. Means that soap is a facility for you. Then only you can clean the dirty clothes. So you have to see physical properties is okay, gangue also okay, metal also okay, but you have to check it out whether you have a facilities or not. So facilities also should be available. Facilities available means electric power should be good, then you should have a machines, then you should have an exhaust, then you should have a large space, you should have availability of chemicals, you should have ability of storage. So this all things will come. Clear this part? Clear? Now next topic comes. First you write down this portion, this much portion you write down. Then last I will do this question. Don't write down this question. First you write down this, then this. What are the steps involved in the metallurgy? This question can comes in 2 marks. CIP, that is concentration of ore, isolation of metal and purification. I write down this definition also, concentration. Then we will go to the methods of concentration. Write down. Chala. Now see here. So see, everyone on the board now. This is the method of concentration of ore. I told you now what do you mean by concentration? Removal of gangue. From where? From ore. So it is a method of removal of a gangue from ore. Means here in first step you will obtain pure metal or you will obtain pure ore. Yes, tell me, pure ore. So in the first step we will obtain the pure ore. Just we are cleaning the ore. We are removing the impurities from the ore. So what are the methods to remove the gangue from the ore? So first is hydraulic washing, or you can say magnetic suppression, froth flotation process and leaching. Clear? It depends on type of a ore, okay? For every ore you cannot supply hydraulic washing. For every ore you cannot supply magnetic suppression. For every ore you cannot supply froth flotation process. Similarly, you cannot supply everything for leaching. It depends on which type of ore is available to you. As the ore get changed, this process also get changed, okay? For example, oxide ore, for example, sulfide ore is available for froth flotation process. If you have a sulfide ore, you have to go for froth flotation process. Now for the sulfide ore, you cannot go with the magnetic suppression. No, it's not like that. It's depend on type of the ore. As the ore get changed, this method also get changed. For example, if you have a magnetic ore, like example hematite, there is an ore of an iron. So the ore of an iron is a magnetic. So I have to go with the magnetic method. I cannot go then with the froth flotation process. Clear this part? So what are the methods of concentration of ore means? That is hydraulic washing, magnetic suppression, froth flotation process and leaching. So these are the main important 4 methods in standard 12. You have to understand, and they are a bit easy. When I discuss this everything in my next lecture, okay, I'll discuss everything in my next lecture, and I will also share one link in my description so that you can see the animated videos, okay? Clear this part? So what are the methods of concentration of ore? That is one, hydraulic washing, next I have magnetic suppression, then I have a froth flotation process, then I have a leaching. So these are the 4 most important methods of concentration of ore, okay? So what are the method? Hydraulic washing, then magnetic suppression, then froth flotation process, and then it is coming to the leaching. And I told you, for every ore, same method cannot be applied. As the ore get changed, the method also get changed. Different ore will have a different methods. Are you understanding or not? For the same ore, you cannot apply the same method. As the ore get changed, the method also get changed. For example, see, I have a hematite ore, and hematite ore is a magnetic. So I have to supply this magnetic suppression. Now for the magnetic ore, I cannot go with the froth flotation process. For example, if I have a gold ore, in gold ore what happens, you know, sometimes silver and gold ore, they are chemically soluble, so I have to apply leaching method. Now for that ore, I cannot supply froth flotation or magnetic suppression. Clear? For example, this hydraulic washing is very simple. I can supply to most of the method. Hydraulic washing means simply, as the name indicates, no, hydraulic washing, washing with the water, that is hydraulic washing. Just now I will tell you also, it's very simple. Clear this part? So what are the method of concentration of ore? There are 4 methods: hydraulic washing, magnetic suppression, then we have a froth flotation process and leaching. Please you remember these two are these three, sorry, not, this is not so important, but these 3 are very important, and out of these 3, these 2 are very important. Okay, you have to remember this magnetic suppression, as the name indicate. Here indicates what? That in ore and gangue, one should be magnetic, so it is separated, okay? Similarly, in froth flotation process, it is supplied to the sulfide ore. This is very important, okay? This can be asked in a mini exam. This is very important. So froth flotation process is supplied to the ore containing sulfide ores. How it will be there, we'll see in the later on, okay? So these are the method of concentration of ore. Now here one question is there: oxide mineral are preferred than the sulfide mineral. Why? See this question. The question says oxide mineral are preferred than the sulfide mineral. For example, if you are an industrialist and you have an oxide mineral, or if you are an engineer, suppose if you are a production engineer, you have a 2 kind of a ore. So for example, if I have Fe2O3 and Fe2S, I have one ore of an iron ore I have. So I have sulfide ore of an iron, and I have a sulfide ore of a Fe oxide ore. Which you will prefer? We will prefer sulfide. We will prefer oxide ore. Why we will not prefer sulfide ore? The reason is, see, in sulfide ore, first reason is, whenever you take the sulfide ore and you do certain process, during that process sulfur dioxide will be evolved. What will be evolved? Sulfur dioxide will be evolved. Clear? So we will see, sulfide ore means what? Sulfur. We will do certain process. We will burn it, we will crush it, we will grind it, we will roast it, everything we will do. So during that process, oxygen should be supplied. So this sulfur, which is in the sulfide, will combine with oxygen and forms what? Sulfur dioxide. But this sulfur dioxide is highly carcinogen. Yes or no? it will create the pollution. Yes or no? It is the main cause to do the acid rain. Okay, first thing is this, because the sulfur dioxide involved during the sulfide ore may harm the environment. Second issue with this, that instead oxide mineral and sulfide mineral, it is easy to handle the oxide mineral. It is easily soluble, it is easily can be done the reaction, but sulfide mineral, it is hard to handle because it contains large amount of sulfur in it, and it produces the sulfur dioxide evolved gases, so it may cause the environment near the industries. Clear? So due to this reason, oxide minerals are preferred than the sulfide mineral. Okay, write down the answer. So write down the answer, that during the metallurgical process, write down the answer for this question. During the metallurgical process, sulfur dioxide is evolved from sulfide mineral, hence it cause pollution. Who cause pollution? The sulfur dioxide gas cause pollution. Also obtaining metal from sulfide ore is difficult. Due to poisonous processes in sulfide. Hence oxide minerals are preferred. Clear this part? Clear everyone? Now students, write down 2-3 key points. Chalo, take your book and write down the key point. Write down first key point, that oxygen is the most abundant element. Write down, oxygen is the most abundant element. Write down, oxygen is the most abundant element. Is the first most abundant element. Clear? Next, write down aluminium. Aluminium is the third most abundant. Write down, aluminium is the third most abundant element in the earth crust. Aluminium is the third most abundant element in the earth crust. Write down next, the chief mineral of aluminium are. You write down, I will note that on the board, you write down in your book. Chief ore of aluminium are. Chief mineral or ore of aluminium are mica and bauxite. Chief ore and mineral of aluminium are mica and bauxite. Write down next key point, whichever I am giving you, that key point is very important for your exam point of view. Write down some of the gemstones. Gemstone, you know students, gemstone means, you know the stones which are wearing, some of the students or some of the ladies and gents are wearing the stones in their hand. Yes or no? In Gujarati they will tell what? Nang. Yes or no? So write down that gemstones, some of the gemstone contains impure form of Al2O3. This is very important. Impure form of Al2O3. Now write down very important key point. Write down. Chalo. Ruby content. Ruby is a type of a gemstone. In Gujarati we say as a manek. Manek means ruby. Okay. So ruby contains chromium. I don't know. Okay. Ruby means marek. You can confirm it. But ruby stone is there. One stone. That ruby pink color stone. I don't know. That ruby stone contains chromium as impurity. I don't. Ruby contains chromium. Ruby RUBY. It's a type of a stone. Okay. So ruby contains chromium. Write down next. Sapphire. Sapphire stone contains cadmium as an impurity. So ruby contains chromium as an impurity, and sapphire these are all nothing but type of a gemstone. I don't know the Gujarati name. You can search it. Okay. So ruby contains chromium as an impurity, and sapphire contains cadmium as an impurity. These are the very important MCQ, has been asked many a time. Okay. So ruby contains chromium as an impurity and sapphire contains cadmium as an impurity. Clear this part? Write down next. So second most abundant element in the earth crust. The second most abundant element in the earth crust can be iron. that is after oxygen, silicon, aluminum. Okay, so in short, oxygen, aluminum, silicon and iron. Oxygen, silicon, aluminum and iron are the most abundant element in the earth crust. So write down, iron is also a second most abundant element in the earth crust. Okay, write down the country means desh. The country's economy is depend on production of iron. The country's economy is depend upon the iron. That is the, if you want to see if any country is in progressive state or not, just you see the consumption of iron. If consumption of iron is more, understand that country is in progress, because most of the things, means 90% of the things in the country are made with iron. You can see railway tracks, bridges, dams, number of things are made with the iron. If iron production is going on increasing, means country is progressing. So you write down, any country progress should be checked with the consumption of iron. These points are not so important, but you write down, note it down, it's very important. You can get a help also. Okay, so if you have to see any progress of any country, just check it out the consumption of the iron. So iron, silicon, aluminum and oxygen are the most abundant element, whereas aluminum and iron are the most abundant metal in the earth crust. Okay, they are the metal in the earth crust. Okay, chromium content, ruby content chromium as a impurity, and sapphire content cadmium as a impurity. So these are the certain key points which are involved in this chapter. Okay, from the next class I will continue with the methods of concentration of ore one by one. First I will go with hydraulic washing and magnetic separation, and then I will go with froth flotation and leaching. Okay, so I hope you are comfortable with my lecture, and please you continue to read your NCERT textbook, because your NCERT textbook is very important. Read line to line, from word to word. If you have any doubt, you can comment me, you can ask in the query section. Clear this part? Thank you.